every once in a while, Sky, I pull up to pick up my rider, and then I say a totally bogus name after they've got it, and I'm driving away saying, "It's Sarah, right?" And then just that look of horror that they like, ah. I was like, "Oh, I won't do that. She's at the end of her day. I won't go there."
It's been a long
It's been a long day.
day. I started at 4.
Oh, goodness. Yep, that's a long day. Well, welcome to it. The end, at least. Do you usually start at 4?
Well, right now, Costco's having a lot of sales and we deliver their appliances.
Oh, I see. Okay. So it's hopping season. Before we get too far in, Sky, I want to let you know I do an unusual thing in my Uber. I love live streaming, so just careful what you share. I don't want you to share things that you're like. It's like way on the outskirts here. Is the nature of your work like physical, or do you like have like things that do the physical parts?
It's mainly for work emails.
Gotcha. So keep track of all that good stuff in a busy season.
It's peak right now with all the sales for Black Friday and Christmas.
Gotcha. You're probably like, this is all old news for you, right? Isn't it amazing that like we figured, I guess this is all like logistics on this side here, right? Logistics and shipping but man, like that's, I don't know, that's a lot that goes on like, yeah. Have you done this for a long time?
Coming on 4 years now.
Okay. I just left my previous post. I was in shipping and distribution, I guess. So I was a delivery driver for coffee shops, restaurants in the city, and then I went into management and learned a lot more. I'm like, man, this is a whole bunch of logistical stuff that really needs to connect in good ways, And so I can appreciate your work. When do you anticipate the rush season to dissipate?
Going on 3 days here, it seems nearly end of February.
Wow, that long.
And I know it's uncommon for other places, but our peak season is almost half, like double the amount of time
Yeah.
as other places.
Yeah.
It's just because so many people are buying things that, it's realistic that we can ship them all out at the same time.
Right.
So, like, if you were to order a fridge right now,
Yeah.
there's back orders and 87,000 people also ordered the same fridge. You're
Yeah.
probably not going to get it until the end of February.
Right. So it's unrealistic to go to the store and expect to be leaving with what you're hoping for.
Sometimes.
It is, okay.
Sometimes you have really good luck with them.
Gotcha.
Or if you want like the white glove service where they come and deliver and take it when you want in the
Yeah.
trash,
Yeah.
that has to be ordered through. But if you just want to take it, they'll let you put it in a vacuum truck.
Gotcha. And you have to take care of everything else. I used to work for Canada Post once upon a time, and we also called the white glove service there too. Oh, Saskatchewan. It's been a while since I've heard that phrase. Yeah. I actually bought white gloves for Uber too, to give white glove service. But in the winter, it gets dirty fast. Yeah. In the line of work that you do, I imagine you see a lot of product that comes through. Do you ever salivate over specific items where you're like, oh, now that looks...
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
Costco, I don't know when they came out with it, but they have a 100-inch TV.
100-inch?
It's huge.
Holy crap.
It's beautiful.
Okay, what's the display quality there? Is it like premium as well? Like really sharp?
Everything about it is amazing. And they come to us, like, with the regular packaging, it's like styrofoam and then cardboard, and that's
Yeah.
all you get.
Yeah.
This one comes, like, with 2 layers of cardboard,
Oh, wow.
and then it's screwed onto a piece of skin.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
you can't move this without using a forklift and, like, 2 people spotting it.
Wow.
People, like, in order to move one
Yeah.
of them,
Yeah.
you need 3 people.
Just, wow. Even with the forklift.
Yeah.
Because it's tippity, right?
Yeah, because it's fitted like to the exact dimensions of
Yeah.
the TV.
Yeah.
So it's very thin.
Yeah.
So if they put the forks in and then they lift it up and start moving, it's gonna pop.
Of
So
course.
they need somebody to like hold
Brace one side.
one's holding the other side, and they're moving at like 4 miles per hour
Yeah.
across the entire warehouse, and it takes forever. And we're getting like 50 of these a day. Yeah.
That's a full-time job on that one.
Pretty much.
And it's probably pretty solid and heavy.
Yeah. We can't use dollies or anything like that. They're
Okay.
just too wide.
I see.
Right? If
Yeah.
you try to push it to
Yeah.
get the dolly underneath, you're
Yeah.
gonna drop the entire thing.
Right. And they're pricey, I imagine, too, because those are expensive units.
Yeah, they're 2,500 over.
Yeah, I would imagine, because, like,
Most of the TVs we get are usually under 1,000 because people are being reasonable, right, and buying like 65-inch TVs.
still, that's a good size there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hundreds. You know, like, when you get to that size, so I'm almost thinking, why not get a projector on a wall, right? I mean, yeah, that's what I would think.
Yeah. We actually do get a lot of those too.
Projectors?
The
That'd be-
boxes for them are a lot bigger than you'd imagine.
Okay. Okay.
Because they have the little pole that attaches onto your wall.
Yeah.
They don't detach from each other to pack down smaller, so it's just there's like the same length as a curtain rod,
Okay.
and then the actual projector itself is
Yeah.
like a little bit smaller than a microwave.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm used to seeing, right? But that's okay. Some serious packing for that one. You know, when I walk into Costco often, and I think they do this on purpose, so you've got the TVs right as soon as you walk in, and they put on display the nicest displays. The kind that, like, the color is so vibrant. And I see these things, and I'm like, if I were to buy one of these things, I tell you, Sky, I would not even want to go outside. I'd be, like, glued to my TV, because I'm like, this is better than real life. It makes it look so vibrant and so good, right? So, I'm not sure if that would be a wise thing for me to ever purchase that. I do like shopping at Costco though. I just like it because they have, I mean, even their parking lot, such generous portions for your parking, right? Space between cars, it's generous, right? The little, what do you call those samples that they give? They're fairly decent sizes too, you know? And I don't know, there's just so much about what they do that I admire. Like, this is good.
I like going around every other spot except for the appliance section. Just because I have to see it all day.
Every day.
Right?
So you're like, I'm done with that.
Yeah. My position at the company before,
Yeah.
I was like directly in logistics. I was quality assurance. So the product that would come in, we would make sure that all the boxes were correct. If they were ripped open, we'd cut it open to see the product to make sure it wasn't dented or
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And the amount of times, like I did that for 3 years.
Yeah.
And I'll walk down by the mattresses and I'll be like, oh, that needs to be canceled. Oh, that one's bad. Oh, that has like that would be a return.
Your eyes
and
on
my
that.
husband has to be like, no, we need to go grab food. Let's go over here now. And I'm like, but we need to cancel that one.
Your mind is just still in that mode. That's hilarious. My baby sister works at Costco as well. And up to recently, she was working in the pharmacy department. So she goes in like 4 o'clock in the morning and works till like 9 or 10. And so, you know, you get to know your area really well as far as the specs. And so when we're off, like doing our shopping thing, she walks through there, she's just shaking her head. She's like, what were they thinking? And who did this? And so it's a new level of insight that you have, I think, when you have depth in a certain area, right? Yeah. I wonder if there are people who legitimately struggle. Like, you know, like there are people who have their indulgences and this is where they shovel a lot of money into. For women, it might be shoes, for example, right? For guys, it might be their tools. I wonder if there's any such person who is weak in this area when it comes to appliances. You know, like just waiting for the next latest, I don't know, shift or model that comes out and like, I need that one.
There's been a lot of recurring themes.
Oh, okay.
Because when people order, it goes through Costco, and then when Costco sends us a trailer and stuff, they have to send us a PO, which is like a big receipt of what's on the trailer.
Right.
And it has like the product, the item number, and the person's name, and where it's going.
Yeah.
and they own hotels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But you can't be renovating that much, right?
So, how, like, did you see they only have like 3 or 4 orders a month? Like, a lot
2
more.
or 3 times a month.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's
Huh.
so much. Like at one point,
Yeah.
they'll order like 15 dishwashers, and then under a whole new order, it's like another 15 fridges, and then that'll happen like 2 or 3 times in
Yeah.
one month, and then the next month they're doing it again. But the addresses are exactly the same, so
Yeah.
they're either re-renovating every month, or they just want the newest things all the time.
Interesting. And then they probably just sell their old inventory?
They
Maybe?
probably make a lot of money.
Perhaps so, eh? That's a lot of work. But maybe they have someone else who's doing the work for them too. Maybe. What's the highest, I guess, demand item in appliances?
Washers and dryers.
Washers and dryers, got it. Okay.
They usually come in sets, but like during like sale season,
Yeah.
it's as sets.
Gotcha.
But in the off season, it's mainly washers.
Okay. Okay, because people dry their stuff outside? Okay. Interesting. I would have thought maybe like microwaves or...
You can think, but
Yeah. No.
not unless there's a good sale.
Okay. Yeah. And the other thing I was thinking is probably like if there's any contractors who, I don't know, do interior finishing or stuff like that, maybe they might be, but maybe not. Have you ever thought what your dream job would be? No.
Well, I just go with it.
Yeah. Cool.
Like, my first job was cutting pizzas.
Okay.
My second was a pre-tester at an optometry clinic.
Oh, okay.
And then I went into quality control, and now it's primarily just logistics.
Yeah.
Whatever happens after this happens.
Cool. A pre-tester in the optic world. So that means you're trying glasses on to see how comfortable they wear, or?
No, that's the person who, when you have an appointment,
Yeah.
the person who brings you back to the room to do all the little tests and
Right.
things
Okay.
before you see them in monitor.
Right. Cool. And so that's at an eyeglass store, right? Cool. My one sister did that too. My other sister. Yeah.
If I had to go back to any job, it probably would be that.
That one? Because,
It's the same thing every single time.
okay.
Same as the pizza place, I guess.
Yeah.
But that one, you're next to it all day, and
Oh.
there's cranky customers and all that. Like the lunch rush, no thank you.
Oh.
But going into the clinic and just knowing, like, okay, here's the files for today, here's the glasses I cleaned, now I have 2 hours until my first patient. And then you just clean the room, like, okay, you can come back now.
Yeah.
Put your head here, look
Yeah.
here, put
Yeah.
your head here,
Yeah.
look here.
Yeah.
You can go wait.
Add
It's the
rinse.
same thing all
Yeah.
day, right?
And you like that. Cool.
I like the repetitive.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better than thinking too hard.
I see. I like this job because I don't have to talk to people and meet new people. I tease, that's the very thing I like about this job. I may have worked with kids for many years, and my brand of humor with the kids kind of carries on over to adults. I'll say to kids like, I love how how much green sky we get to see, and they're looking at me saying, the sky's not green, wait a second. Like, what did I say? Another fun one I like to do with kids, just to be silly and goofy, is, Sky, I forgot your name again, can you tell me? I'm trying to remember, Sky. And they're like, but you just said my name. I'm like, no, Sky, I'm trying to ask for what your name is because I've forgotten it. Can you remind me? And yeah. I think working with the young ones has really kept me in that zone of maybe immaturity is what some might call it, but I like to think of it like just being young at heart. There's so many things I've done in my work history, so many things. If I had to do anyone, like if I could choose anyone, I'm doing it now actually. So I just came back to doing this full time. I started 5 years ago. Loved it. I was teaching at the time, and I mean I love teaching too. And I think I'm good at teaching. So it was a big deal when I decided to like put that on hold to do this full time. And I was like, wow. But I was really ecstatic about this experience here. And then I took a break during the pandemic and was working at a warehouse. But I told them right from the outset, I'm going to be coming back to doing this full time. So just kind of, plan for that. I'll give you a couple of years. It went really well, so much so that they asked me to come into management with them, and I said, sure, I'll come and join y'all. And it was a really good company to work for. But then this past summer, I'm like, I need to come back to doing this. So I would say it's probably doing this job. In fact, like even as I go forward with my content creation and get more prominent, I'm still gonna be doing Uber. Not because I need to, but just because in this setting I get to meet so many people. I get to have amazing conversations. I get to hear so many insights and perspectives and experiences that others have. And I love that idea that I can share like the joy that I have in this setting with the world. And maybe like I know for so many they struggle with just connecting socially, right? But just the gift that I'm able to share, saying, hey, come and be a piggyback and like a fly on the wall in some sense and experience what could be, and then maybe like plan your own connections. I think that's really cool. So I feel blessed.
When you're going around the next 2 corners, be
Yeah.
careful.
Okay.
The ice is pretty bad.
Okay.
We almost slid into one of our cars.
Golly, thanks for the heads up.
It doesn't look like they came from the plow. I'm just not sure how the ice is.
True enough. Ice is often sneaky, isn't it? By the way, I'm glad I met you. You're pretty stellar.
It's just behind this house.
Excellent. Right here. I hope our pathways cross again here. I'll be thinking of you next time I'm at Costco by the appliances. Have a good evening. Thank you. You're welcome. Hi friends, I see you all here. Let me see if I can catch up with, oh my goodness, so many comments. Hello Michael Jackson. And Kitty, I see you as well. I was just taking my rider to her place. Yeah, she was really sweet and fascinating conversation too, right? I never would have guessed all of those things that she had insights on. Michael Jackson, I'm not a taxi, I am actually an Uber driver. So similar kind of work, right? Just gonna pull over here so I can focus on responding to all y'all here. Give me a quick second. Let's check how much time I have left here. I've got about 3.5 hours. Yeah, 3.5 hours. Not bad. Not bad at all. Who else do I have to respond to here? In your state, it's actually illegal to drive while wearing a bow tie. Mediterranean. That's hilarious. I like that comment. Content creation, you got it. Sitting yakking in a taxi? Yeah, that's what I do. Thank you for the blessing, GCA. He's a very genuine dude. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate the the backing. He does seem like a nice enough dude. I'm backtracking on the negativity. Thank you, Rab. I appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Sometimes it takes time. I know the way I come across, sometimes people are wondering, are you for real? Because you seem too good to be true. I'm not concerned about people's perceptions, but it takes time to get to know the quality of a person and what they stand for. And it's hard to tell sometimes right in the initial part, right? So, oh, I have to go to my next pickup here. I think I didn't realize I had that, but here we are. Friends, I'm gonna come back here in about 20 minutes till I get to my next location. So let me touch base with you then. If you want to catch my live streams, my friend Hudson gave me a sweet idea. Just subscribe to my channel and hit the notification. I don't like advertising and saying please subscribe, but if you want to keep in touch and kind of tune in when I'm going on live stream, I think that's the best way that I know how. Otherwise, if you find benefit, by all means do so. If not, I'm glad to have your company whenever you stop in. Cheerio. I'll see you guys soon.